Have you ever looked at a tiny spoonful of chia seeds and thought, how could something this small possibly cause a problem? I understand why so many people think that way. Chia seeds have been praised almost everywhere as one of the healthiest foods you can eat. They're called a superfood. People talk about them for weight control, digestion, blood sugar, heart health, and energy. And to be fair, a lot of that praise is deserved. Chia seeds can absolutely be helpful after 60. But there is a side to this conversation that almost no one explains clearly enough, and that is this. Chia seeds are powerful, not harmless. That means when you use them the right way, they can become a wonderful ally for your gut, your heart, your energy, even your bones. But when you use them the wrong way, they can create bloating, dehydration, digestive distress, nutrient issues, and in some cases, much more serious problems than people expect from something so small and natural. And I think that matters especially after 60, because our digestion is not the same as it was at 25. The stomach may be more sensitive. Hydration may be less reliable. The gut may move more slowly. We may be taking medications. We may already be dealing with constipation, reflux, or unpredictable digestion. So a food that sounds innocent can land very differently in the body now. So today I want to walk you through 5 common chia seed mistakes older adults make, why those mistakes matter, and how to use chia seeds in a much safer, wiser, more supportive way. And please stay with me to the end, because the last mistake is one that surprises almost everyone. It's the mistake of thinking chia seeds alone are enough for something your brain and heart may still not be getting. Let's begin with the first mistake. Using chia seeds like a fiber bomb without balance. This is probably one of the most common problems I see. People hear that chia seeds are rich in fiber, and that is true. Just a small amount delivers a very meaningful amount of fiber. And because fiber helps with digestion, blood sugar, fullness, and cholesterol, people think, wonderful, more must be better. But that is not how the aging gut works. If your body is not used to much fiber, and suddenly you dump a large amount of chia seeds into your day, your digestive system may not experience that as healing. It may experience it as chaos. Instead of smooth digestion, you may get bloating, gas, cramping, a heavy feeling, constipation, or sometimes the opposite, unpredictable bathroom trips that leave you wondering what just happened. That is because your gut needs time to adapt. Your bacteria need time to adapt. Your fluid intake needs to adapt too. And that last part is so important. Fiber needs water. Without enough hydration, all that chia can become more like a traffic jam than a cleanup crew. It can sit heavily in the intestines instead of moving through them smoothly. And after 60, when many people already drink less water than they need, that becomes a much bigger issue. So the fix here is not to avoid chia seeds. The fix is to respect their strength. Start small, very small. A teaspoon, not a heaping spoonful. Let your body get used to it. Drink more water throughout the day. And think of chia as part of a bigger pattern, not as a miracle scoop that will solve everything overnight. Because your gut does not need force, it needs support. Now let's move to the second mistake, and this one is more serious than many people realize. Eating chia seeds dry. I want you to imagine this for a moment. Someone sprinkles chia seeds straight into their mouth, or they stir them dry into yogurt and eat them quickly. Or they toss them into a drink and consume it before the seeds have had time to soften. It sounds harmless, it sounds efficient, it sounds like a normal little health habit, but chia seeds are highly absorbent. They soak up liquid, they swell, they expand. That is part of what makes them useful when prepared correctly, but it is also what makes them risky when eaten dry. If they begin expanding before they've safely moved into the stomach, they can create discomfort, bloating, or in rare cases, something much more serious involving the throat or esophagus. Even when it does not become an emergency, dry chia can still create trouble. It can pull water into itself from your digestive tract, leaving you feeling more bloated, more constipated, and less comfortable than before you ate it. So instead of helping digestion, it can slow things down and make everything feel heavier. That is why I want to be very clear here. After 60, soaking chia seeds is not a cute extra step. It is the step. Let them hydrate before you eat them. Give them time to form that soft, gel-like texture. Let the seed become something your body can handle more gently. That one habit changes everything. It lowers the risk, improves comfort, and makes it far more likely that you will actually get the benefits you were hoping for in the first place. Now let's move to a mistake that looks healthy on social media, but is not always kind to the aging body. Mixing chia seeds with acidic liquids too soon. You may have seen this trend. Chia seeds drop directly into lemon water, apple cider vinegar, citrus drinks, or sour detox mixtures. It looks fresh. It looks cleansing. It sounds like the kind of thing disciplined, healthy people do in the morning. But just because something looks healthy does not mean it is the best way to treat your body after 60. Chia seeds need water to hydrate properly. They need time to soften and form their gel. If you put them straight into strongly acidic liquids before they've had that chance, they may not hydrate as evenly or as comfortably as they should. Instead of becoming a soothing gel, they may clump unevenly. Some parts stay rougher. Some parts swell strangely. And for an older stomach, especially one prone to reflux, gastritis, heartburn, or nausea, that can become irritating very quickly. Then you add the acid itself. Lemon water on an empty stomach is not gentle for everyone. Vinegar is certainly not gentle for everyone. So when you combine an acidic liquid with not yet properly hydrated chia seeds, you can end up with more burning, more bloating, more discomfort, and less of the very benefit you were hoping to get. So here is the wiser approach. Hydrate first, acid second. Let the chia soak in plain water first. Let it fully expand. Then, if you want, you can add it into a more acidic drink later. That small shift protects your stomach and gives the chia a much better chance to behave in the body the way it is meant to. That is what I want for you, not trendy wellness. Wise wellness. Now let's talk about a mistake many people never even think to consider: assuming all chia seeds are the same. At first glance, chia seeds look very simple. Tiny black or white seeds in a bag. Scoop, stir, eat. That's how most people think of them. But not all chia seeds are equal in freshness, quality, purity, or storage condition, and that matters much more than people realize. Chia seeds contain delicate fats, and those fats can go bad. If the seeds are old, poorly stored, exposed to heat, or low in quality, they can become rancid. And rancid fats do not support health. They work against it. They can increase oxidative stress, increase inflammation, and leave you feeling worse, not better. Poor storage can also mean exposure to moisture, contamination, or mold issues. And after 60, when the gut and immune system may already be less resilient, low-quality food matters more. So please do not buy chia seeds with the mindset of, they're all the same, just get the cheapest one. Choose a good brand, store them well, smell them. They should smell neutral, not fishy, not musty, not stale. Keep them in a cool, dark place, ideally sealed well. Respect the ingredient the way you would respect any food you plan to use daily. Because the point is not just to eat chia. The point is to eat chia that is actually fit to help you. And now we come to the fifth mistake, which I think is one of the most important of all. Relying on chia seeds as if they fully cover your omega-3 needs. This is where people get misled by headlines. Yes, chia seeds contain omega-3 fats. That part is true. But the form in chia seeds is not the same as the form most directly used by the brain and heart. Your body has to convert it. And the truth is, many people do not convert it especially well, particularly as they age. That means you can be eating chia seeds faithfully and still not be getting enough of the specific omega-3 support your brain, joints, circulation, and nervous system truly need. And this matters after 60. because this is the season of life when we most want to protect clarity, memory, mood, cardiovascular health, and inflammation balance. We do not want to assume we are covered when we may still be coming up short. So I want you to think of chia seeds as supportive but not complete. They are a wonderful part of the picture. They are not always the whole picture. If you eat fish, then fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or mackerel can offer more direct support. If you do not eat fish, algae-based omega-3 supplements may be worth discussing with your healthcare provider. The goal is not to stop eating chia seeds. The goal is to stop overestimating what they do by themselves. Because once again, the theme here is not fear, it is precision. Use chia for what it does beautifully: fiber, fullness, blood sugar support, hydration support when prepared properly, some valuable fats, some minerals. But do not assume that one seed handles every job on its own. Now, after all of that, you may be thinking, well, are chia seeds even worth it? And my answer is yes, absolutely yes. When used correctly, chia seeds can be a wonderful part of healthy aging. They can support smoother digestion when introduced slowly and paired with enough water. They can help steady blood sugar because that gel-like fiber slows things down. They can help with fullness and appetite control, which can make eating patterns feel calmer and more manageable. They provide minerals that matter for bones and energy. They offer antioxidants that help protect the body from wear and tear. And because they're easy to add to yogurt, oats, smoothies, or pudding, they can become a practical daily habit. But the key is always the same: do them right. Soak them first. Start small. Drink enough water. Do not turn them into a dry fiber overload. Do not throw them into harsh acidic drinks before they hydrate. Do not buy poor quality seeds and assume it doesn't matter. And do not rely on them as your only omega-3 strategy. That is how chia becomes a helper instead of a headache. So what does a smart, simple chia routine look like after 60? It might be a teaspoon of soaked chia added to yogurt. It might be soaked chia stirred into overnight oats. It might be chia pudding made gently with milk or a milk alternative that agrees with your stomach. It might be a small daily amount, increased slowly over time as your gut adapts. It might be chia alongside a protein-rich breakfast, not instead of breakfast. That is the kind of habit I trust. Steady, sensible, repeatable. Because after 60, health is rarely built through extremes. It is built through thoughtful daily choices that work with the body instead of shocking it. So if I were to summarize everything we covered today as simply as possible, I would say this: do not use chia seeds like a fiber bomb. Never eat them dry. Hydrate them before mixing them with acidic ingredients. Choose good quality seeds and store them well. And do not rely on them as your only source of omega-3 support. If you remember those 5 things, you will already be ahead of most people. Age is just the beginning. And one of the most powerful things you can do now is stop chasing health trends blindly and start learning how to make simple foods truly work for your body. You have spent your whole life caring for others. It is time to care for yourself too. So the next time you reach for chia seeds, do not just ask whether they are healthy. Ask whether you are using them in a way your body can actually benefit from. Because tiny habits, done wisely, can change much more than we think. And sometimes, feeling better begins with something as small as a seed prepared the right way.